sparkling young woman who's one of our favorites at Super Ego. She's done the New York Underground Comedy Festival. She's been on Gawker.com. Give a big hand to Emily Epstein.
Hi, guys. Woo, I had a pull in my last job, and I was not much better with that one. Heyo, hi. So I just want to be honest with you guys right off the bat. Michelle did introduce me as Emily Epstein, and I want you guys to know that that is just my stage name. My real name is actually Christine Jesus. Because I changed it when I got into comedy, because I heard the Jews do pretty well. And I have the Hebraic face, as it's classically known. Sometimes when it's dark and like I'm feeling sassy, I think I look Puerto Rican, but nobody else does. So, not even when I'm playing dominoes. I don't get it. I don't get it. I moved recently. I live in Brooklyn, and yeah, I lived in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Anybody else? No, shocking. It's a bit of an up-and-coming neighborhood. To give you an idea of some people that came out of there, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, entrepreneurs, yes, but drug dealers first. But I liked it there. I did. I liked the gritty elements. I'm not going to lie to you, because it gave me a little bit of street cred, which I sorely need. Across the street from my apartment, there was a check cashing, and right next door to there was kind of a bootleg chicken joint, I think is the technical term. And that was good, because like I really, really like those types of chicken places. And I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I'm a vegetarian, but I totally go there for the ambiance. Oh my god, there is something about that bulletproof glass in front of the register that says to me, people are dying to get this food, okay? Like, the slogan is finger looking good, but it should be chicken so good I'm going to take a bullet. Because it's true. I had to move, though, because the area got a little too uppity, I think. It did. I have high standards, and down the street from where I live, a bakery opened up called Bed-Stuy. That was not what Biggie rapped about, you guys, okay? So I moved, because that's what you do, and it was horrible. It was a horrible move, a horrible situation. I live in another part of Brooklyn now, and my building is owned by Orthodox Jews. They own most of Brooklyn, actually. And I realized a lot from this move. First of all, I am never, ever moving again. So buy me some cats, I am dying here. That is what is happening. Secondly, I realized that I'm anti-Semitic, which takes the self-loathing part of my religion to a whole other level. It really does. But I have these really, really awesome next-door neighbors that are wonderful, and they invited me over one night, and I got really, really drunk there. And you know that you are very drunk when you try to call a cab to get home. That's the sign that you are. That's true. That's something I tried to do. But I got home, and that was a surprise. And I woke up in my bed, also a shocker, completely naked, with all my jewelry on. Because I like to keep it classy. That's just the kind of girl I am. I lived before with, it was 2 other roommates, and I was really excited because after like 6 months of living together, all of us had our periods at the same time. Yeah, that's right. Come on, it takes work, okay? It takes work to make this happen, guys, in case you don't know. But the weirdest part is that our third roommate, it was a guy. And what happened is that us ladies would get our special time, and then we would cut him, is what would happen. And it was good. I mean, like, it was good because we got out our hostility, him not taking out the trash, and he felt like he was part of something. So that was good. And sometimes, just make it really fun in the apartment, we would watch Lifetime and take away his Xbox, and then everybody knew what it was like to bleed and cry. So that was, if you guys want to try that at home, I know I'm edgy. I am an edgy, edgy lady with all my bleeding and my crying. That third roommate actually is my boyfriend, and he's black, and my parents are thrilled. Cut you out of the will kind of way. It's fine. Racism's done. Okay, Obama's here. We're good. Totally fine. It's not a problem. But he met my family, and they spent some time together, and we were in the car, and we were listening to NPR because we're liberal, and what they do. And no joke, a Negro spiritual came on in the middle of some of the reports. And my boyfriend looks at me and he's like, is this awkward for anybody else or is it just me? And I was like, oh honey, did I not tell you? We always listen to these in the car. Some people like to sing 99 bottles of beer. We love Wade in the Water. Reminds us when we were slaves and went to Egypt. Because you know what? The pyramids didn't build themselves, okay? That's a little bit of history for you. That's right. Don't hate on the pyramids. I love what passes for compliments, though. I have this good friend, and she's Hungarian, and her father was born there, and they have a farm now. And I ran into her, and she was with her dad, and I was like, oh, do you remember me? And he was like, oh, yes! You are the one that looked like our goat, Bessie! And I guess I looked upset, but he was like, don't cry. Bessie is our most beautiful goat, and good milker. And I was like, I do hope to have children one day, but I hope it's not quite that obvious. I learned something, and this is going to blow your minds, guys, so prepare yourself. I learned recently that men and women are different. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's true, though. I was at this cafe, and this girl was, like, just gently napping against the wall, as it happens, just gently snoozing, no snoring, and these two guys saw her, and I overheard one of them say to the other, I totally want to wake her up by sticking my dick in her ear. That gets an applause break. I love that. My first thought was ew, and then my second thought was that if that was my alarm clock, I would not hit snooze. Just not possible, really. But like, really, I think if girls had penises, or peni, I don't know, the plural of that word, we wouldn't do, like after the first month, we would totally not do that. We would use it what it was made for, just wear a kilt so we could get to it when we needed to, but it was acceptable. But like, I don't think girls do that with their body parts now. You know, like I've never been at a family dinner and it's gotten a little quiet and thought to myself, you know what's going to get this party started? For me to stick my breast in the mashed potatoes. Aunt Selma loves it when I do that. It is a party starter. I've been doing a lot of traveling. I've been really fortunate, and I learned something at the airport, and that is that I'm intimidating. I had no idea. Like, I'm 5 feet tall in the morning, not scary. But apparently I'm like the new face of Al Qaeda, which is weird. Because every time I go through security, like, they pat me down. Like, I usually cry at the end. That's how it ends almost every time. And they have this new machine now where instead of patting you down manually, they do it with air. Has anybody experienced this? I think it's called a fluffer. No, that's a different industry, I'm sorry. Puffer, it's called a puffer. I think if I could describe exactly what it feels like, I think it feels just like being raped by ghosts. Which is so weird, because I have been before. Thank you so much, guys.